Well, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The final day of the WrestleMania weekend. I talked about my WrestleMania predictions. I did NXT TakeOver Orlando review. I did WrestleMania 33 review. I did WrestleMania live reactions. I did a Raw review. And now I'm going to be talking about the final show for the Smackdown weekend. I am going to talk about Smackdown. The true A show. Now, to be honest, both shows were very good, but for different reasons. I'm going to just talk about SmackDown, give my overall thoughts, and then I'm going to do my very best to narrow Raw and SmackDown, what I liked on Raw and what I liked on SmackDown, and figure out which was better. And in that way, I can judge honestly on what show did better. Now, first things first, let's see, SmackDown kicked off with a basic Orton promo. Bray Wyatt is on a Titantron saying that he was going to face him for the WWE Championship in a new match called a House of Horrors match. And then Eric Rowan came out with Bray Wyatt. They attacked Randy Orton, and then Luke Harper interfered, and it came again a tag team match. So we knew the tag team match was going to happen. So another tag team match, just like Raw, in the main event. So we got the returning Eric Rowan. So that's a return. The House of Horrors. I'm going to assume this match is going to take place at Backlash. Because that's the next SmackDown pay-per-view. That's in May. So that's what I'm assuming. They're going to build this up all the way to Backlash, is what I'm assuming. I have no idea what kind of match they're going to be doing. I don't even know the stipulation. All I know is it's a match with no disqualification and no countout. It's pretty much a match where there's no rules. I don't know. I'm trying to think exactly what it's going to be. Who knows? Maybe we get some more details later. Some speculating just a cage match, which is some horrific weaponry. Some people are speculating like some kind of final deletion type thing. I have no idea what a House of Horrors match is going to be. This is the first ever we're getting. I just want a good match. Actually, that's all I want is I want a good match. Because we had the New Steel Asylum match, and that most of the match was very dull and boring until the last of it. So we'll see what happens from there. So the first match was Alexa Bliss versus Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So SmackDown had a title match of their own. It was like Raw, except it was for the Women's Championship. Solid match. I'm not going to say it was anything too great. Very solid match. These two definitely worked well with each other. I would honestly say I would say their Elimination Chamber pay-per-view match, I think, was slightly better. But this match was solid too. It was a good TV match. Ending, Alexa Bliss was going to use the ropes for a leverage pin. Referee knocks Alexa's hands off the rope, causing her to get caught in the new submission hold by Naomi, and Alexa taps out. I think sometime next week, I'm going to believe next week, Naomi's going to say, I did for all you. Alexa's going to come out. She's going to have a reason saying the ref screwed me. Again, I would have won, but the referee screwed me out of my title match. I want a rematch. Build up the feud for that. And who knows? Maybe we'll get some more women for the SmackDown roster because of this superstar shuffle going on next Monday. So, like I said, very solid match. Not great, but it was a very solid match. So it'll hopefully build up, continue this feud for a little bit, and then after that, maybe Naomi starts feuding maybe with Carmella and some new women. Hopefully, maybe after the Superstar Shuffle, maybe we can get Emma on SmackDown. That would be great. Now, let's see, what was the next? The next one. It was Kurt Hawkins, I believe. Kurt Hawkins Open Challenge. Kurt Hawkins has Open Challenge. And out comes our first debut, the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Now, I heard rumors, because Dave Meltzer confirmed, 100% confirmed that Revival, Almas, and Nakamura were going to be going on the main roster during WrestleMania weekend. And they said Ty Dillinger could be a possibility. Well, Ty Dillinger made his main roster debut, and I'm totally fine with it. I was a little shocked. I was like, whoa, they actually got Ty Dillinger. Pretty cool. I love Ty Dillinger. I think he's a great worker. Having on SmackDown, I think, is perfect. Do not send him the Raw. Just don't send him the Raw. Please, for the love of God, keep him on SmackDown. SmackDown will make him the best mid-card champion possible, even make him a future world champion if pushed properly. Used properly. Natural booking. Out of that, he pretty much squashed Kurt Hawkins in a couple minutes. And that was about it. The match, it was just a debut Open Challenge match. It wasn't anything special. It was just cool seeing Ty Dillinger now on SmackDown brand. So, with that being said, Ty Dillinger won. He won and he debuted, which is great. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I think after that, I'm honestly trying to think here for a second. I know I'm forgetting something. Obviously, tag matches in the main event. There's the Miz segment. There's the Shane McMahon segment. I'm thinking like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm at the end of the Barracuda Street fight. Those are the only things I could think of. So I think the next one, I'm just gonna say the next one, I believe is gonna be Miz. So Miz backstage decides to call John Cena and Nikki Bella. We hear Cena's music hit, and it's the Miz dressed up as Cena, and I can't stop. I thoroughly enjoy what the Miz is doing. I mean, Miz will never be one of my favorites, but I have to give W credit that I am thoroughly entertained at what the Miz does. I am now interested in seeing what he does. The Miz John Cena stuff is hysterical. Love it. So pretty much, Miz does breaking news that John Cena and Nikki Bella are taking time off. They won't be back for a while, which is true because Cena's going to Hollywood and Nikki Bella is going to heal up her neck a little bit. So they're gone. It looks like Miz and Maurice are going to head on out. Lights turn off. We see a man with a violin start playing the violin. Everybody goes ballistic because we all know what this means. The second debut from NXT, the man we all wanted to see on SmackDown. And we get our wish and he's on SmackDown. The one and only Shinsuke Nakamura. I knew he was coming. I knew he was coming on WrestleMania weekend. I just don't know which show. When he didn't show up on Raw, I immediately thought he's got to go to SmackDown. I know he's coming. He's going to debut. It has to be SmackDown now. And I was speculating, like, he's coming out. He's gonna come. He's gonna come. And then, bam! He comes out. Pretty much just does his entrance and then fades to black pretty much, and it pretty much fades to black after that, indicating that he's on the SmackDown main roster. I'm really excited about this. I like Nakamura. I think he's an awesome wrestler. And now with the draft shuffle coming up, there's more guys that will be going to SmackDown, new guys, which will be perfect for Nakamura. We get to see some matches. We could see Sami Zayn Nakamura possibly. You know, on SmackDown. Hell, Cesaro and Nakamura would be amazing. That match would blow the roof off. Hell, there's rumors about Seth Rollins coming to SmackDown. Seth Rollins and Nakamura. Damn. And if AJ does not go to Raw, which I'm praying it doesn't happen, we could get that dream match for sometime WrestleMania, Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Please do that match before. Please, for the love of God, you have to do that match at Mania. You have to do that at WrestleMania. It just makes sense. You have to do it. Bottom line, Nakamura came out. He debuted. I am totally happy with that. I always see him as more of a SmackDown guy anyway, so I'm totally happy. Next, I believe we get the Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose street fight. And it was a fine match. It was nothing against spectacular, but it had moments going through tables, a lot of chairs, a belt, a lot of strap was used. Interesting. I think personally, Baron Corbin ended up getting the win. Now, for a couple of problems. First of all, at WrestleMania, they were on the pre-show. The IC title was on the pre-show, which was dumb. Second of all, it was just a singles match. It should have been a street fight to begin with. And the third and most important, Baron Corbin should have won. He should have won. Baron Corbin now wins on SmackDown. I'm not gonna lie, I thought when I first heard the announcement, I thought it was for the IC title. I figured, 2 championship matches, that's great. But it's not an IC title match. Baron Corbin wins, so it's like, okay, Baron Corbin just got his redemption, I guess. But hopefully they have a rematch in that, guys. I'm assuming a Backlash or in the near future, and then hopefully Baron Corbin gets the IC title because he needs a title around his waist. Let's be honest, the guy is going to be a main event player soon. The guy's going to win the WWE Championship, at least give him the IC title, so we give him some sort of run with the belt, with some sort of belts as a test. So again, final match. I watched it. It was fine. Nothing great. Nothing spectacular. Not bad at all. It was not a bad match. Baron Corbin don't win, which is fine. I just hope fight for an Intercontinental Championship and Baron Corbin wins. Hell, you can even do it at Backlash. I don't care. Hell, you want to make it more interesting for Backlash? Do an ambulance match. Why not? Why not bring back an ambulance match? Why not? Especially for SmackDown, I think they can make it work. Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin, the Intercontinental Championship in an ambulance match. You make the IC title relevant again. Do that. There you go. Simple as that. Next, I believe we get the Shane McMahon segment, short little segment, just briefly talking about the Superstar Shuffle. Now, this is when things get a little intriguing. AJ Styles comes out and pretty much cuts a promo saying, I respect you, Shane. SmackDown this is my home. I built SmackDown. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here. And shakes Shane's hand, and then he does a fake out with the punch, and then just smiles and just does that. A lot of people now are already speculating that this might be a face turn. Because he didn't attack him, he faked him out. But he did say he respects Shane. He shook his hand, and he said he didn't want to leave. If he was a heel AJ, after everything that he's been through, he would want to go to Raw. So the fact that he said he didn't want to leave SmackDown, I feel like he might slowly be turned to a babyface. So with that being said, I thought this segment was fine, but it was the AJ Styles tease, the babyface tease, that caught my eye. It wasn't like, oh my god, he's a 100% babyface, but it's like those little tiny little hints on his promo and things that he said, things that he did that might make him a babyface. So if he becomes a face, perfect, because he tries so hard to be a heel, and the fans just love him. He's literally the anti-Roman. WWE tries to book Roman Reigns as the baby. Wait, who's that? Wait. Sad. Somebody told me to say that for some reason. Who's the Roman guy? Wow. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Anyways, AJ is the guy that's supposed to be getting booed, but he gets cheered. He's the baby face. So, I think it's about time to turn babyface. He had his heel run, but I think it's about time to turn babyface again. In my opinion, he's just bears a babyface. The fans just love him. His style is babyface. Can't hate a guy with a babyface style. Can't. Next man event, tag team match. We got Luke Harper, Randy Orton versus Bray and Eric Rowan. It was there. It was not the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. It was just a basic tag match. The ending, Bray Wyatt teleported on the ramp and ended up winning the match. Orton and Harper did by pinning Eric Rowan. That's basically it. The tag team match was a basic tag team match, nothing special. You can easily not watch it. Oh man, I got distracted there. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead. We're gonna start with. We're just gonna go segment. So Randy Orton segment or the other segment about the crowd chanting nothing in the ring. I don't get that. I'm gonna say Raw won that point because the crowd's chants were hilarious. Now, tag team match or women's match. So that were good in their own way. Tie them. So I'm going to tie them. So I'll tie those. We'll tie the challenges. Revival, New Day versus Kurt Hawkins, Dillinger. Revival are willing for a tag team title, which I really like. But the Revival match felt more of an actual match, rather a squash fest. So I'm going to give that to Monday Night Raw. So, Monday Night Raw wins on that. So, let's see what else. We'll do Brock Lesnar segment in the mid segment. Brock Lesnar segment, which is basic Brock Lesnar segment, and Brock came out, which was disappointing. Miz count was funny, and then Nakamura showed up, which was awesome. So that's on that point for SmackDown. For a funny skit, and then Nakamura debuting. That's always great. Let's see here. Also, I'm going to give SmackDown point for being 2 hours instead of 3, so it's quicker to watch. It's easier. The main event. I would say the Raw tag team was just slightly better, just because of the patent, the people involved. I thought it was just better overall. Again, it was just a decent match at best, but compared to SmackDown's main event was kind of meh. But the Raw one, at least I watched, and I wasn't too bored. Yeah, so kind of a tie here. But he did get some good cruiserweight matches and everything. So, after thinking long and hard about this, I liked SmackDown because it was 2 hours. It was simple, it was basic, but it had some debuts that were awesome. Raw, on the other hand, was a 3-hour show. Did have some better matches, and the segments were pretty decent. That was about it. Well, SmackDown, on the other hand, had better matches, but the segments, for the most part, were just okay. It's a really mixed bag. I just prefer what you prefer. It's really hard to choose because there are some things on Raw that were really good, but there are things on SmackDown I like more. You know what? I'm gonna make a decision. Now, this is me personally. I'm not just doing this because I'm freaking. Oh, I'm a big mark for this brand. I have to go with SmackDown now. The one thing, the reason why SmackDown did better, is one thing. Raw had the debut of the Revival and their return to Finn Balor, which were great. You had Eric Rowan's return, which was predictable, but it counts as a return. You also had Ty Dillinger debut, and along with Nakamura. They technically got 3 people, a returning star and 2 NXT stars to SmackDown, while Raw got 1 tag team and a returning star. If SmackDown did not have, if SmackDown only had, just got rid of one of those guys, if one of those people did not come to SmackDown, I would pick Raw. Just for the fact that there was more returns and debuts on SmackDown. That is the only thing. Like I said, both shows were good. Raw definitely had a lot of good stuff in it. I'm not taking anything away from Raw. But there were more returns and debuts, and that's what I look forward to most when it comes to the weekend shows. Eric Rowan returned. Ty Dillinger debuted a long way, Nakamura. So, because they had that extra person, I have to give it to SmackDown. Again, personally, a lot of people can disagree, and that's totally fine. Hey, I'm not going to go in here and say, oh, SmackDown was just garbage, because no, it wasn't. Were there some things stupid on Raw? Absolutely. But there were some things dumb on SmackDown, too. I mean, come on, the main event tag team match was just okay. A Kurt squash match, it's just another squash fest. The Shane McMahon thing was okay, but the good thing about it was AJ Styles' possible babyface turn. I mean, Raw had a lot of better stuff on it, but when it comes to returns and debuts, that's what I look forward to the most. When it comes to at least WrestleMania weekend. And SmackDown just pulled off a little bit better. They just had that extra person, that extra return or debut. If they would just had just two, Raw would have won because you have Finn Balor, who's one of my favorites, and Revival's one of my favorites. But because they had 3, I have to give it a SmackDown. But it was just barely. It was barely. Again, one last time, Raw was not bad. It was a good show. I just thought SmackDown was just slightly better, just for 1, more returns / debuts, and 2, it was a 2-hour show. It flowed quicker. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Personally, I preferred SmackDown. But that's a personal opinion. But again, not a knock on this week's Raw. This week's Raw was good. I'm giving you guys that. But now, with that being said, I'm going to end this video off. So that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down below. Tell me what are your thoughts about SmackDown and Raw. Which one show did you like better? Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a Q&A number 14. I checked. It's number 14. So I'll be doing that later tomorrow evening. So all I have to say is take care of my peeps. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Q&A.